Yeah, he has to. You got any weapons on you, sir? No. You step right here for me. You turn around, put your hands up on the car for me. I appreciate it. No, you are being arrested. You're a convicted felon and you got 3 guns. One underneath your seat, one underneath your seat, one in the box. Alright, sir. You can explain to the judge.
Doing things I ain't had no business. I was partaking in activity that I shouldn't have been taking in.
I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out.
Think that they could fuck on anything. But when I start talking to niggas, right? You wanna play those games with me? We gonna play them games too. Since you wanna fucking threaten me, talking about you wanna take my shit. This guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life.
Welcome back to Star Hush, where the truth never stays buried for long. Word on the street is, Offset just landed himself in serious trouble after Cardi B exposed him for sending out disturbing threats. It's not just about heartbreak anymore. Now, the law is involved, and people are questioning whether Offset crossed a line that could cost him everything, including time with his kids. We all saw the cracks forming when Cardi filed for divorce this summer, but nobody expected things to spiral like this. Offset's been acting real unpredictable lately. One moment, he's out here trying to win Cardi back like he's in some music video romance. Then the next, he's airing out private conversations and acting salty online. But now, it's gone way beyond messy. Cardi just went live and dropped a bombshell. She claimed Offset made alarming threats, not just toward her, but even about himself. And from the sound of it, she's had enough of the back and forth. Now, the authorities are involved, and people are wondering if Cardi's finally walking away for good. Let's be real, Cardi has been biting her tongue for months now. She's kept it cute, stayed focused on her kids and her bag, and tried not to feed into Offset's drama, but that all changed when she hopped on Twitter Spaces and let it rip. And if you know Cardi, you know that's where she gets raw and unfiltered. She opened up about how rough things have been behind the scenes and said she's been slowly trying to heal. Cardi even shared that she started seeing someone new, but instead of respecting her boundaries, Offset reportedly took it upon himself to do something that crossed the line completely. He allegedly sent her new man intimate clips that were filmed when they were still together, clips that were meant to stay private. Let that be a warning. Think twice before recording anything too personal, because in the wrong hands it can be used to cause harm, not love. This wasn't just some bitter ex stuff. This was serious. Offset allegedly tried to intimidate Cardi and sabotage her moving on. Some say this kind of behavior could even fall into the legal territory of harassment. And now it looks like the police might be stepping in to figure out what's really going on. And get this, Offset hasn't said a single word to defend himself. And if you know how quick he usually is to clap back or post some slick comment, his silence is making the situation look even worse.
Mind you, this man sent text messages to somebody that I was dealing with me and him having sex. That's the type of shit I've been dealing with for the past 2 months. Every time he knows that I go out of town, he harasses me. He leaves me voice notes, trying to put my self-esteem to the ground, and I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of him and his girlfriend playing games on my phone, leaving explicit voice notes on my...
But hold on, because that's not even the half of it. Cardi didn't just call Offset out for sending threats, she also revealed that he's been bringing his new girlfriend to her house. And we're not talking about some shared marital home. This is a spot Cardi paid for with her own money. The disrespect is through the roof.
I hit this girl up before. Like, yo, I better not find out you in my house. This girl gonna tell me, why you care that I'm in the house? You haven't been there for 3 years. Girl, how you gonna tell me why I'm mad that you in my house when that's my house that I bought? Are you okay? And then this gonna FaceTime me with his girl.
And get this. The new girl had the nerve to start flexing online, posting pics and videos from inside Cardi's home like she lives there. Not only was she in the house, but she was showing it off on Snapchat like it was hers. When Cardi told her to chill and stop posting from her property, the girl didn't back down. Instead, she started getting slick with Cardi. Like, seriously? Now we all know Cardi has a short fuse when it comes to disrespect. This is the same woman who allegedly sent people to pull up on her ex's side chick, Jade, and Jade's sister, just for being involved with Offset. That situation already had folks side-eyeing Cardi, especially since the sister had nothing to do with anything and still caught heat. So for this new girl to be acting bold, knowing Cardi's past, that's wild. But what really sent fans into panic mode was when Cardi opened up about Offset's behavior getting even darker. She claimed Offset started making scary threats, telling her he'd take drastic action against both her and himself if she didn't give him another chance. And the most disturbing part? When Cardi sent proof of these threats to Offset's new girl, trying to warn her, she didn't even believe her. Like, girl, are you ignoring the red flags or just colorblind on purpose?
Let me tell ya about this guy, right? For the past couple of months, I've been very quiet, but I've been going through a lot of stuff that I keep to myself. First thing first, this guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life, all that. He was mad. He's mad about that.
This whole situation is getting way too real, and honestly, it's giving danger. Because let's not act like we haven't seen stories just like this go left before. Too many women have ended up seriously hurt, or worse, because their ex couldn't handle being left. The patterns are always the same. Jealousy turns toxic, threats turn serious, and before you know it, things cross the line. And from the way Offset has been spiraling ever since Cardi walked away, it's not looking good. Offset's behavior these past 8 months has been screaming jealousy loud and clear. But now, we're learning that jealousy might only be part of the reason he's acting like this, because under all that chaos, there's something else going on. Offset is about to be out here down bad. For real. Without Cardi in the picture, his money's not stretching the way he thought it would, and he's starting to feel it. See, while Offset was out here splurging like money grows on trees, Cardi was stacking and saving. Word on the curb is that Cardi was always the one who handled the finances right. She's been investing, building wealth, buying up real estate. Offset, he was just spending wild. So while they both made serious bread during their marriage, insiders say about 95% of what's left in their combined assets is hers. And it's not just liquid cash, Cardi's got property too. Their family home in Atlanta where she and the kids stay, that's hers. That New Jersey house where her mama lives, yup, hers too. Offset wouldn't have even touched those kinds of investments without Cardi guiding the money moves. Behind the flexing and designer fits, Offset isn't nearly as rich as he tries to act. He moves like he's still topping charts, but the truth is, he's not even hot in the game like that no more. Fans are already whispering that he's one missed payment away from getting exposed. Speaking of which, rapper Lil J recently dropped some tea that's got the streets talking. Apparently, Offset owes him a serious bag and hasn't paid up, and when folks started digging, it matched up with a blind item that had the internet in a chokehold. The blind claimed a certain one-name rapper, who's still legally married, has a huge gambling problem. Allegedly, after his wife stopped bailing him out, he took a female companion overseas and had her working for him for days. The worst part, he spent most of the money she made on himself, all to keep up appearances and make it look like he's still living large. Then another blind item came through talking about a former A+ list rapper who cut off her husband's access to every bank account. He's completely locked out, zero funds. People are now convinced that's Cardi and Offset, and it honestly makes perfect sense. So with all that going on, you'd think Offset would humble himself and try to get back in good with Cardi, right? Maybe apologize, try to prove he's changed, but nope. Instead of leveling up, he's out here doing the absolute most to try and rattle her.
Wife back, Cardi, you know what I'm saying? We're going through a lot of things right now, a lot of things on the media. I embarrassed you. I made you look crazy. Doing things I ain't had no business. I was partaking in activity that I shouldn't have been taking in. Breaking your heart, breaking our promise, breaking God's promise, and being a selfish, messed up husband.
He's been playing mind games, acting like he's unbothered in public but pulling shady stunts in private. Like when she got pregnant and he tried to flip the narrative, running around saying she cheated on him during the pregnancy. It's giving bitter. It's giving sabotage. And it's all because he knows she's the one that really held him down. And now that she's gone, he's crumbling under pressure. Offset was really out here tweeting like he had something to prove. He dropped a wild message saying, "You messed with a baby inside." Tell the truth, trying to throw shade and make Cardi look like she was the one moving foul. But then he doubled back and tried to play victim, saying stuff like, "The fact you keep going shows you hurt. Leave me alone. Don't you got a new man? Ain't we divorced? Like what?" But Cardi, she wasn't about to let him spin that narrative. She clapped back real quick with, "Coming from the same one that had to DM me. Oh, we can crashing out." And yes, she said it loud for the people in the back. Apparently, Offset got in his feelings just because she was flying out to Paris, and he couldn't handle it. Cardi said straight up that he was hurt and blocked because she was living her best life. She told him, "You right. This the last time I'm talking about your lame self." I sat there and replied, "Everyone can see I don't want you. It's okay. I'm not gonna talk about this no more. All love. You'll be calling me after a couple months. You my baby mama. I won." Phew! She knew exactly how the pattern plays out, and just in case anybody had doubts about who was really chasing who, Cardi came through with receipts. She put Offset all the way on blast, showing how he slid into her DMs like he was desperate for another chance. One of the texts said, "You don't want me?" And Cardi replied, "Not really." Oop! Then Offset said, "Okay, you want somebody else?" And she just hit him back with, "Please," like she was done with the nonsense. That's not even the wildest part. This man actually had the nerve to ask, "Can I do my thing while we on the phone?" Trying to be slick with his request. Cardi wasn't having it. She shut that down immediately with zero hesitation. It was giving desperation on his end and big I'm over it energy from her. And then Offset tried to hit her with a classic manipulation line, telling her she'd never find another man like him. But Cardi didn't just roll her eyes and move on, she served a whole flex. She said not only had she moved on, but the new guy, he's got more money than Offset ever will. Now that's the kind of petty we live for. Offset really thought he was gonna gaslight her into looking like the one still hung up, but Cardi flipped the script and exposed him with screenshots, energy, and facts.
The point that y'all be trying to, what do y'all be trying to accomplish when y'all be bringing my up? Like, what is it? What, like a breakup and then what? You're gonna be sick of me because you're gonna see me living my best life. Everybody wants single Cardi. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants to be single. Every single time Lori Harvey gets with a new, everybody go crazy for it. Everybody go crazy. Everybody loves it. So it's like, what are you accomplishing? Like, tell me what you're gonna accomplish. You're just gonna turn me up. So go ahead, do all of that. When I decide to get off, guess what? You're gonna be sick too, because I'm just gonna be with another rich. Hello?
Offset got so heated that he actually leaked some of their private texts, thinking it would embarrass Cardi even more. In those texts, Offset was clearly spiraling, throwing jabs like, "Keep my child. Why would you ever think I'd chase after you again?" Then he tried to spin it like he wasn't the one being desperate, saying, "I sound thirsty? For what and for who? You? Nah." But then, wait for it, he flipped the switch and said, "Before you keep messing with whoever, why not be mine again? Sir, which one is it?" He even had the nerve to add, "I didn't sleep with you and you weren't pregnant when I was around." Like what? This man couldn't decide if he wanted to act heartbroken or too cool to care, but Cardi wasn't letting that energy fly. She clapped back and said, "You don't have to answer the phone. I just wanted to remind you why I stopped messing with you. Everybody knows about you and Bree. Everyone knows she's your girl. And on top of that, you couldn't even step up for Culture and Dia. And let's not forget, your mama stole from me too." Whew, a whole mess. That whole family drama is wild. From Offset cheating to his mom allegedly taking from Cardi. That's not just messy. That's a family feud from the ground up. And Cardi didn't stop there. She posted more receipts proving Offset was still chasing her heavy. One of the messages had him saying, "Dang, you look good. Come over." Cardi responded with straight fire. "I told you, you're never getting this again. And I mean that. Period." But Offset kept pressing, writing, "I want to be with you. Why you doing me like that? You know you'll miss me if you do. I miss everything. Your face, your energy, everything." And Cardi hit him with that hard truth. "I'm not gonna miss you, I just know you don't deserve me." And she meant it. Then Offset tried to flip the whole situation by accusing Cardi of using him for attention, claiming she was only talking about him to push her new music. He said, "Nobody wins when fans fight. Stop using my name to make yourself look wild. That's not it. You a talented woman, you got fire music, but you focused on drama and trying to ruin my name. Chill out and focus. This situation got both of us looking crazy. Just drop the album and do your thing." But Cardi wasn't trying to hear none of that. She exposed even more and revealed Offset had been intentionally stalling their divorce by not signing the papers.
Funny that niggas think that they could fuck on anything. But when I start talking to niggas, right, you wanna play those games with me? We gonna play them games too. Since you wanna fucking threaten me, talking about you wanna take my shit? You wanna take my shit because I'm moving on? Move on. Why can't you move on? It's no fun when mama got the gun, right? It's no fun when I'm slanging pussy, right? Now we're going to court war, right? And I told you, get off my phone. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired.
She said, "Let's be clear. When I say I'm single, I mean I'm just done worrying about you. You're out here playing fake nice after doing what you wanted all along. Trying to twist this story like you're the one getting played. Congrats though. You finally signed the papers today. Dated and official. Took you long enough." Looks like Offset thought he could run the narrative, but Cardi came with the full play-by-play, and it's not looking good for him at all. Looks like Offset really doesn't want this divorce to go through, but instead of humbling himself and making things right, he's just adding fuel to the fire. And get this, when Cardi started stepping out with NFL star Stephon Diggs, Offset couldn't handle it, but he didn't say anything himself. Nah, he decided to be slick with it and pass the tea to DJ Academics, so he wouldn't take the hit for the drama. According to multiple sources, Offset allegedly found some spicy messages between Cardi and Stephon in her phone. Word is, she was sending pics and texting him about how she couldn't wait to link up again while she was still pregnant. That's wild in itself, but Offset didn't expose it straight up. Nope, he let DJ Academics do the dirty work, probably thinking he could avoid the backlash if it didn't come from him directly. Now, if you've been keeping up with the Diggs brothers, yeah, Stefan and his brother Trevon, you already know they've both been tied to a long list of Instagram models and got kids with different women too. So, basically Cardi may have just picked up a whole new Offset in a different jersey. Fans have been saying she swapped out one walking headache for another, and at this point, nobody's even surprised. But what's really got people heated is how Offset's been taking out all this mess on Cardi, and even worse, their kids. Cardi said it loud and clear. Offset didn't even come through for their children during Christmas. He didn't see them, didn't send a gift, didn't even fake care. But to make it extra petty, he made sure Cardi knew that he had gotten his other kids gifts. Like, why go that low just to make a point? It's giving spiteful dad energy, and it's really hurting the kids more than anybody. Especially their daughter, Culture. Everybody knows she adores her dad. She's been a daddy's girl since day one. So imagine how heartbreaking it must be for her to not only miss her father on Christmas, but also realize he went out of his way to show love to everyone except her. Offset may be mad at Cardi, but punishing the kids, that's not it.
Hey, do you guys know that my kids didn't receive no Christmas gifts from somebody in particular? Motherfuckers want to make it seem on social media like I was keeping my kids away from them. Like to make movies on social media, but purposely fly to New York to buy their kids gifts. And guess how many gifts did they buy my kids? Zero. And then motherfuckers want to do shit too. You know what I noticed? Every single time that a motherfucker did something publicly to embarrass me, I noticed that they did that on purpose.
Like I said, Cardi's been dealing with a serious storm when it comes to Offset, and it's only getting darker. Between the messy drama, public embarrassment, and now threats against her safety, she's running out of patience and support. Some folks keep saying she needs to talk to Offset's people, get his family to check him. But let's be real for a second. That ain't ever gonna work, and here's why. Offset's family? They don't just ride for him, they enable every bit of his reckless behavior. His whole circle treats him like he can do no wrong, no matter how loud or wild he gets. If you remember, Offset's own daddy came to his defense online back when Cardi lost it after finding out he cheated. Instead of holding his son accountable, dude was mad that Cardi didn't just sit down and let it slide. His dad really hopped on Facebook and had the nerve to post a whole essay shading Cardi like she was the problem. He wrote, "Social media is a powerful tool, but certainly no place for family situations. However, our youth, specifically my son's wife, doesn't understand that. Like, sir, are you serious? Cardi was supposed to keep quiet while your son acted wild in the streets?" He went on, saying she should have thought about the devastation it has on others and how it affects the other kids. He admitted Offset wasn't innocent, but tried to spin it like Cardi was just too emotional, calling her a hot-headed female that thrives off of social media attention. Really? He even blamed the drama on her being on Offset's financial level, as if that's not exactly why Offset can't handle her leaving in the first place. It's clear Offset's family has no interest in holding him accountable. To them, Offset is the star, the prince, the untouchable one, while Cardi is just expected to take the heat, keep quiet, and stick around. But she's not doing that anymore. And now, word on the curb is that Cardi's finally called in the big dogs, the police. Yep, according to reports, Cardi allegedly involved the authorities after Offset's recent behavior crossed all the lines. That's right, this ain't just gossip anymore. There's legal pressure in play now, and if Offset thought this was just gonna be another messy back and forth, he better think again. And him trying to embarrass her is one thing, but making threats on her life, that crosses a whole new line, and Cardi is not playing about it, as she shouldn't. Word on the street is, police are now peeping the situation, and there might actually be enough evidence to get Offset pulled in for questioning. It's not confirmed yet if charges will follow, but best believe this ain't just drama for social media anymore. This is serious, and here's where things get even more intense. Those same threats, they might actually help Cardi win full custody of the kids. Cardi already requested primary custody in her divorce filing, but with Offset spiraling like this and putting her safety in jeopardy, it's practically a slam dunk now. But that's not all, because if this keeps going the way it's going, Offset could even lose time with his other kids too. And if we being honest, that probably wouldn't bother him as much as it should. One of his baby mamas even said that Offset was barely involved with the kids until Cardi came into the picture. She straight up admitted that it was Cardi who held him down and pushed him to be a real father, not just financially, but emotionally. She said she loves him. They really good now. He has stepped up and been around lately to show her the affection she needs, that parental love. A mother can't do that for a father. She even gave Cardi credit for helping Offset grow up and get serious about fatherhood. But now that Cardi's walking away and pulling her support, the cracks are showing. Offset ain't just crashing out, he's falling all the way off. Whether it's jealousy, pride, or just not being able to handle Cardi shining without him, the energy he's putting out is wild, dangerous, and embarrassing all at once. Now I need to know what you think. Has Offset officially lost it? Is he wilding out because he's broke, jealous, or both? And do you think the courts will step in and give Cardi full custody for real? Drop all your thoughts in the comments below because this drama is getting deep. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you never miss a drop. I got